You're the only one for me. Ooh. Guy, can't you see?
I love that.
That I've known it from the start. Don't break what's left of my. Let's sing it the right way now, AB.
You have sung it already. So.
You guys, welcome to Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
That's right, guys. Today is a beautiful day. It is the second day in the month of May, and happy Workers' Day in arrears to those that did not listen yesterday. But if you're back to work, how does it feel? Now you're back to the, you're back to the grind. It's welcome back energy from us here on Fuse Unbothered.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we have a couple of things to talk about, as we usually do. And this time around, we're talking about, is it possible that
your soulmate,
somebody can be the only one for you in life?
Can someone be the only one for you?
Yeah, can someone be the only one for you? This is what we're talking about. We'll get into the conversation when we get back from the break. You don't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va raconter parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unbothered.
When we used to be younger, people used to say, don't miss there's a particular one for you. We used to hear narratives like that.
Soulmate.
There's a person for you. There's a soulmate. There's someone for you, and but as we started to grow older, we started to hear that, there's no such thing as a someone for you. Anybody can marry anybody. You guys just have to be compatible, all of that. Which one is true, AB? Which one do you think is true? Is there a one for you in this life?
I really would not be able to say if there's one particular person for you or if there's any soulmate, because me, I'm not married.
Okay.
Do you understand? I'm still youngin.
But is it that you've never been in love now?
I don't believe.
Have you ever been in love? No.
Are we going there?
No, I'm actually asking you. Have you've been in love? I would just say that. Let me assume that.
I'm in love with Jesus. Oh, goodness.
He's in love with me.
Oh,
I'm in love with Jesus. Amen. But have you been in love?
Of course I have. Okay. I have. But then again, like I said, a lot of people will come out with different statements and say things that they expect you to make as a status quo. So why would you say that one person is the only person for you or that person is your soulmate? What are the criteria that would make me determine that someone is my soulmate? I don't really buy that statement like that. But when you meet someone that you guys, everything is going smoothly and everything is going well, hold on to that person and keep it going.
Okay, it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't
mean that if at all that relationship or whatever you have with that person hits the rock, does not mean that you will not
your life is over, or that you will not find love,
or you will not find love again, or you don't find someone that you think. And that's the funny thing, you see this life, hey, jeez. Sometimes the next person you won't find is actually the person that is actually, or is better than
the other one.
So don't always be delusional and start comparison and all this stuff. It only makes you a sad person.
But then I know people who are actually loving up on somebody and loving up on 10 other people. Some people, they do it very well. That's their work.
When your heart is big enough.
Elby, don't come with me with that story, because you're always bringing all these kind of stories my way. Please, there's no, and then there are people who are, saying that, if it's this one person, is this one person. So but there's a story that came online where a particular guy who goes by the name,
a particular pastor, a man of God.
Stop now. Just say
he's not a man of God.
You say what happened.
No, I don't want to. But I want you to. I need you to put that.
You say what happened. Anyways, this guy comes out to talk about.
Who is this guy?
Who is the guy?
He's a pastor, Pastor Soli.
He doesn't go by the name so he doesn't anymore. Anyways, he comes online to talk about how important it is, for ladies to know that even if you are bothered because you're still single, trying to find your life partner, don't be bothered anymore. Why? Because it's possible that that married man that you are looking at or that you see every day could be your own husband. And it makes me wonder, how can someone who's already married to someone else, be your husband? And he gives reasons such as, maybe that's the one for you. Maybe that's your soulmate. Maybe that's the bone of your bone. Don't bother that he's married to someone else. Some people made mistakes when they chose life partners. It's possible that he's your own husband, and at the end of the day, he may come back to you. Something of that sort.
Such confidence for me. Like the way when I watched the video, this is not even a write-up. He made a video explaining the fact that a married man, he was talking to the single ladies, right?
Yeah.
He was saying that a married man who's with another person might actually be your own husband. Maybe he married wrongly. So,
maybe he married wrongly.
And maybe if you are in a relationship with that person, you should not feel guilty or something because
I didn't say that. He didn't.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
He didn't say that.
So you can deduce so many.
There are many things to actually deduce because for me, I feel like there's some way where it feels like people who are being side chicks are sort of being encouraged to go on with that.
So do you think? Do you not
I
think?
feel like it's very.
Do you not
wrong.
think that this statement is actually encouraging side chicks? Like, you keep doing what you're doing. Like, you might be a soulmate, and the wife is just someone that they just connected and they just had to do it. Like
it makes me really bother. But I've heard a lot of stories where married men come out and say, I didn't really love her, or talking about their wives now.
Yes.
Okay, let me even tell you a funny story because I have a funny story. A particular married guy was chiking another lady, and then he was telling the lady, "I really like you," blah 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 blah. And of course, the lady asks him.
Married?
I know. He says, "Are you married?" He said, "Yes, I'm married, but my wife is just my friend." And I was just like, what is going on in this day and age? A lot of things are happening.
That his wife is just.
He says we're just friends.
I don't
understand. Your wife just help me understand, sir, because I'm confused.
The generation that we're evolving into, I don't even know, man.
But to be honest, I kind of see some reasons, with this man who talked about the fact that
it's
possible.
Soli?
He doesn't go by the name Soli anymore.
What does he go by?
I don't know. I have to keep saying it to you. So well, looking at this, I just feel like it's actually true. There's I'm not saying that there's one man for every woman and there's one woman for every man. But that's not my belief. But I believe that there are some people that you're going to be most compatible with compared to every other person. Yeah. And so I think he's basically just saying that if it so happens that person is already, married, that a lot of marriages have crumbled because people chose the wrong life partners. And we've seen it a lot of times. People get married because of money. Oh, I want financial security, or people getting married for, just different reasons. Some people get married because of tribe. My parents want me to pick someone from this particular tribe. People have been misled into getting married for the wrong reasons. So that's where I see reasons with this man that it's possible. It's possible that some people are married wrong. In my own opinion,
I don't want to see reasons.
But I don't believe in saying that you as a single lady or you as a single guy sort of just hang around because it's possible that this person may have married wrong and this is actually your soulmate. So you should find a way to come.
The reason why I'm not going to agree with him is because the marriage institution is a very sacred one, and if you decide to be the agent or the tool that is going to somewhat poison,
do not do it, guys.
Do
not ever find yourself in that situation
or be the reason why the person is not having a peaceful marriage. I've told you before that I believe so much in karma. Do you understand? I don't know why. I just have that feeling that eventually, some way, somehow, when you eventually get married, that's if at all you want to get married, it will affect you. The same is life comes at you in weird ways. Do you understand? You're a married man's side chick, and when you get married, you think that your husband is not going to have a side chick. You think that's not going to happen. So if what Soli self-acclaimed
doesn't go by the name
what he's saying is encouraging any lady or any woman to be comfortable with being a side chick or be comfortable with trying to break a marriage, I'll tell you that you're only preparing a recipe for doom, because that's actually not. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
I just want to ask you guys who are listening, do you actually believe that there's one woman for every man and then there's one man for every woman?
If the man is married, it's not your own again. Just let it go.
That's the truth.
Let it go. It's not your own. I'm just going to tell you that your soulmates can be married, but it's still your soulmate. He's not your soulmate. He's a scam.
He's not your soulmate, ma. He's not your soulmate, sir.
He's already
as far as this person is married, this person is married.
He's gone. He's gone. Let him go.
He's gone. And we're going to go on a break right now, and when we come back, we'll get into more that we have to talk about. Be right back.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va raconter parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Views Unpotted.
Hi guys, we're back and we're still on the matter of marriage, because marriage is such a big deal in this day and in this age.
And it's interesting.
It's very interesting to talk about.
And it's sweet.
And everybody wants to get married.
Yes. Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Yeah.
True,
you don't know.
Not everybody. Not everybody. So we're going to talk about a particular guy, who writes on social media that if he gets married, because I hope he's not married.
Okay.
For the good of the woman who will marry him. I really, really hope that he's not married right now.
Gets married.
Honestly, but he says if he gets married and then his wife brings a maid to the house, he says he's going to sleep with that maid. And I don't know if this is a threat. I don't know what this really is about. I'm trying to make sense of this comment.
This comments might be coming from the fact that a lot of people were online saying that it is okay for a woman when she gets married and trying to balance her life to get help.
Okay.
Do you understand? And he now coming out to make that statement that he's going to sleep with the maid if his wife gets a maid. I feel like first of all, that's very, very is appalling. Actually, is irritating, and it only shows how backward that person is. I'm trying to look for that's a perverted statement.
Yeah. First of all, he strikes me as someone who's unable to take responsibility for his actions, because now it looks like he's already blaming the woman.
It's a blame game already.
Yes, he's already saying you are the one that brought her. Yes, what could I have possibly done? And that's just horrible.
I need to also put out a disclaimer that that's not the thoughts of every man. I don't know who he's speaking for, but he's speaking for himself, and that's actually very dirty mindset. Because for someone who is very considerate, first off, I know getting a maid is another discussion entirely. Because I for one, I am of the opinion that if you can afford it and if there's necessity for it and it will help you reduce your stress, which is the major reason why people get help. They are called helps. Do you understand? You need an helping hand, and probably both of you are working or you have to do other things. You cannot now feel.
But I wanted to say something. First of all, we've seen this narrative play many times in Nollywood movies, where the man starts cheating. First of all, is the maid that is in the house that you start entering his eyes. It happens a lot. So I think this guy is living in that Nollywood imagination.
He's living in the old Nollywood. Old Nollywood.
Yeah, that's where he lives, But honestly, the way he says this, it also makes it look like he's saying that it's the duty of a woman to handle the house chores in the house. That means a man doesn't have a part to play in that. So if my wife now says, I need help, then I'll punish her for getting a help by doing this thing that's wicked to her. That's what it looks like to me. And it makes me ask, whose role is it to handle house chores in the home? And I'm asking this because I'm very aware of the fact that we're actually in the 21st century and roles are constantly changing between man and woman. At some point it was a man who was to provide for the family. It's your duty to go out and get the work done and come back, bring the money for people to a home to eat. Yeah. But we're seeing how that is changing. And I'm seeing, if you watch new age videos these days on YouTube, people showing their personal lives, you see where a man is washing plates, the woman is sweeping the house, or a woman is breastfeeding the child, the man is the one who is cleaning or cooking. And so that's why I said this man has a very backward mentality, because he feels that all of this domestic work is for his wife. So if she goes ahead to say she needs help, I'll punish her.
I always tell a lot of my female friends that if you want to, not even for marriage, I'm talking about if you want to date, that it's important for you to have a partner that has the basic survival skills. You understand? Someone that has the basic. And what are the basic survival skills? If you stay alone, you're going to do the basic thing, even if you don't know how to cook.
Exactly.
You're going to find a way to get food. You will find a way to warm
you
the food.
Shall clean your clothes because you're not a pig.
If you're going to take it to the dry cleaner, you're still going to take it out.
Yeah.
If you're going to sweep, you will still sweep. If you're going to call someone that will come out. So the basic survival skills does not mean that you have to do it by yourself, but get it done. Do you understand?
But I also wanted to say that even as a guy, if you have the survival survival skills, still also be willing to help. Because it's one thing to have the skills, it's another thing to say, oh, it's not my job as a man to wash the dishes.
Well, I feel like a lot of us are actually beginning to evolve beyond that thought.
Yeah.
So I don't want to encourage that kind of statement where someone is saying that let's begin to shun down some people that say rubbish.
Yeah.
And when you see things like that, please let's straight up tell the person that, oh, you're spewing trash, and that's not what we generally accept. All right, guys.
Exactly.
What we want to hear from you right now is your thoughts on our social media platforms. Guys, we need you to hit us up on our YouTube page. It is Diffuse on YouTube, and on Instagram, Fuse Local. Hey, go to the comment section, drop a comment, let's hear what you think, and make sure to follow, like, and subscribe.
That's right.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.